That's. All righty, let me know when you're ready.
I am ready.
So everybody, it's Ruben J here at the Joint at the Hard Rock with the one and only Barrett Baber from The Voice season 9. What was it? The second runner-up is what we're calling it.
Yeah, we're calling it. You can call it whatever you want. Third place.
Well, you said number one winner earlier today.
I was kidding
You were
around,
kidding
honestly.
around, but I mean you've actually I think you've done the most since the season's ended. With you have a single out called "Kiss Me Hello" out on iTunes, and then you're here at the Hard Rock, the Joint at the Hard Rock with Rascal Flats. I mean, briefly tell me, have you had a chance to sleep since The Voice?
No, I need a nap. I don't know if you can see. Sometimes it looks worse than others, but you know what? I recognized really quickly right after coming off the show, that I needed to get to work and really capitalize on what a great opportunity The Voice was for me, and certainly have been rewarded for that work by getting to do residencies with Rascal Flats and a great response to the single. So I own the fact that I was on The Voice and on a reality TV singing show, and I'm really proud of my work there. But also understand that it's super important for me to kind of start establishing the fact that I'm an artist that creates music, writes music, and has really got some staying power. And so that's what that hard work's all about. So the answer to your question is no, I haven't slept.
Well, let me ask you this, because I know you and I, obviously, for those of you who don't know, I've interviewed Barrett a couple times, so you can click over here to see some past interviews. But one of the things that I talked to you about is your journey on The Voice. And there was tons of people who were just saying Barrett's going to win, Barrett has to win, Barrett needs to win. And there's just as many people saying Jordan's going to win.
Yeah.
At what point did you come to terms with you being, I might not win this?
Oh, I never. The truth is, I never really expected to be the winner. Ever. I never thought that. I mean, I knew that people were saying I could and that I should and that I might, and that was great, and I was very, very appreciative of that. But from the moment I heard Jordan Smith sing, I was like, okay, so here's the winner, and everybody else is kind of fighting for second place. But the truth is, man, like I've said this time and again, I really believe that the person who deserved and needed to win season 9 of The Voice won, and his name is Jordan Smith, because he really truly is an amazing vocalist, and at the end of the day, that's what the show's about. Now, I think the real race is going to be in what we all can do beyond the show, and Jordan has a single out and is working really hard with the label, and I'm grinding away and getting after it, playing shows and releasing songs myself. I'm sure that Emily's working on projects, and I know that Jeffrey is as well. So that's going to be an interesting race to see who wins that contest, and honestly, that's the most important contest. And I think all of us can. I think we can all find success, and I hope that they do. There's some of my closest friends in the world. We experience something together that very, very few people get to experience, and that's being in the top 4 on the biggest show on TV. And so I recognized pretty soon after I heard Jordan sing that he was probably going to win, and I'm glad that he did. And I'm really happy with how things turned out. And obviously things are going well for me, and it's because of the fans, and I'm excited to continue to work hard and get after it.
So, I mean, everyone wants to know, I mean, the single's out. When's the album going to be done? And which is funny because The Voice just ended like 6 weeks ago.
Well, I was super fortunate to have recorded and released Fallen Again, my EP, not long before I even auditioned for the show. So, that's some of my newer stuff, and by far my best stuff that I've written and recorded. And that's available so people can get that if they don't have that already. But the new record, I think, we're looking. It's going to be in 2016. We're looking probably later on in the year, and it's kind of hard. It's a juggling act, and that I'm still getting used to and getting good at. I'm not all that good at it yet, but I have to figure out when I'm gonna be in Nashville and when I can record and when we can write songs. We've got a bunch of the songs kind of already cut, and so we're getting close. It'll be later this year. Don't want to say a specific date, because then if I miss it, and I probably would, I'd be in trouble with my fans. But the other thing is I am very cognizant about making sure that I'm doing right by my kids and doing right by my wife, and dedicating time to be with them. So there is no more important job in my life than being a good dad and a good husband. And so that's another thing I have to juggle. So it's a delicate act and a tightrope that I have to walk sometimes. But I'm excited to continue to record and get new stuff out. I think "Kiss Me Hello," the response to it was amazing, and I think if that's any indicator of what could happen with a record, then we're in good shape.
I'm gonna try to use that line, a pickup line, at some point in the next couple of years of my life. Just kiss me hello and see what happens. It's probably a slap in the
Give it a whirl,
face.
dude. Come
But
on.
I want to ask you, at what point did you realize that you actually had? I mean, because kiss me hello, the first couple lines to me, I haven't heard a song kind of do that conversational. Singing, So how did you come up with the song idea and then that melody in the beginning?
Kiss Me Low was born like most songs that I write out of a title. My co-writer Kenny Lamb and manager and producer who produced the record, he he had this idea, man. Have you ever heard anybody say "Kiss Me Hello"? And it was funny because I was like, no, man, that make a good title. And we started talking about it and just kind of started delivering that really rapid fire thing. I think it was Southern Ohio, but you were born in Kentucky, home. We do that thing that's kind of popular and radio friendly these days. Sam Hunt does a version of that, and he's got some. He's found huge success. And we weren't really chasing that necessarily. It just kind of felt like a cool poppy thing to do, and came up with that great lyric, "Kiss Me Hello," and it's been so cool to see it and people respond to it. And radio stations starting to play it, and that's all independently done. I'm not signed to a label, and that's a hard thing to do when you're not signed to a label to get radio stations to play your music. And that I think that speaks to how great the song is.
Now, I want to know about the music video. I mean, is there going to be a music video? I can kind of guess what the concept's going to be, but I mean, does the world want to see a married Barrett Baber going out telling girls to kiss me hello?
Yeah, that's funny. That's a funny thing.
I'll star in it if you need me to.
Okay, dude, you're hired. Man, I think we're taking it one step at a time. Do people make music videos anymore? I don't know. Let's do it.
Music videos. I mean, we'll talk about it out, off air. But I mean, music videos are a huge deal now. Still, I think even bigger now than they were back in the early MTV days because it's a whole different concept. It's a whole different monetization model. But
I think we'll shoot a video, and I don't know what it's going to look like. Luckily, that's not my job. I don't have to write and produce the music video. Hopefully, there's somebody that knows how to do that and has an idea already because I'd be interested to see.
I got some connections for you.
All right, bet.
So how many songs have you have written so far for the new record?
For the new record, let's see. So I've got 4 already recorded, and probably easily 7 to 10 that are already written, and just need to be cut. And so it's just a matter of time and money, man. That's pretty much every business.
You plan on kickstarting?
No, I'm not opposed to it, but I think right now, with my success and playing shows on the road, that I like to self-fund. I like to go out, and if I need to do that, I like to get investors or have somebody who's just a really passionate about music, and maybe do a deal with them instead of asking my fans. My fans give me so much, and I appreciate every dime because I know how hard it is to make a dime, and so I think for me, I'm just more of a kind of like, I'll go make the money, or we'll cut it one song at a time. We'll get it done. It's not. So that's kind of my view on that. But it's not going to be an issue at all getting it funded and getting it cut. It's just a matter of getting over Nashville and getting it done and deciding at that point if we were working with the label or not, what we're going to do. Are we going to release it under a label or independently?
Now, The Voice season 10 just started literally 4 nights ago. Have you been asked to come back and either mentor or perform your single or do anything?
Me and Miley gonna mentor. No, I haven't.
That'd be a great team.
You think so? That makes me nervous just thinking about it. In a good way, nervous in a good way. But I tell you, man, I'm so appreciative of what The Voice has done for me and that team over there, those producers over there. The talent over there, the band over there, the voice coaches, the vocal coaches that you don't see on TV, you never see on TV, gave me a world, opened a door to a world that I had only dreamed about, and I'm so appreciative of that. So I don't feel like The Voice or Blake or anyone, for that matter, associated with the show owes me anything, and especially not an appearance on the show. I think that's going to have to be earned and needs to be earned. I think the first person that they would probably bring back for my season is the guy who won, Jordan, and that makes total sense to me, and I get it. But my hope is that one day I can go back on The Voice, and it's because I got a hit single on the radio, and people are flipping out like the Biebs. Yeah. So that's something I'm willing to work for and earn. But certainly I would, if they called me tomorrow, I'd be like, yeah. What time? What time do I show up? What should I wear?
Perfect. Well, do me a favor. Quick, give a shout out to Lady B from NYC.
Yeah, I love those guys. Lady B, what up? Come on back. Keep playing that "Kiss Me Hello." I see it all. She plays it almost every day. That's great.
I would play it too, but my show doesn't have music on it. But we did play when you were on. We did play a snippet of it, and just a great song. Last but not least, do you plan on doing a Barrett Baber "Kiss Me Hello" tour or something?
Yeah, and that's kind of already happening. I've got a ton of shows booked already, and offers coming in from my booking agency. And I think right now, I'm going to continue to play shows, get into markets that I haven't been in before, and I'm excited to do that. I think to book an arena tour, the Kiss Me Hello Barrett Baber tour, that that would be a little much probably at this point. But I love playing small clubs and places places that I've never been, and it's a really amazing feeling to get out and see people that I have zero connection with other than music and the voice, and to see them singing along to my originals. That's an amazing thing, man. It chokes me up even thinking about it, to know that there's people out there that are buying my records, and I appreciate them very much, because it really is. It's buying diapers. Every time you spend $1 on Barrett Baber music, you're buying diapers and baby wipes and all the rest of it, man. It's not just going to some guy, in an office somewhere. It's going to me, and I appreciate that very much.
Putting groceries on the table. Last question. What have you learned doing this residency here at the Joint? With Rascal Flatts, by the way.
Yeah, I've learned that 3 weeks in Las Vegas is a long time, and it's a lot of fun. And man, I tell you, I've learned a lot about myself as a person, and really have found that that music, man, is such a great connector of people, and something I've always known in my heart. But really, every time I play a show like this, it proves it to me, because I step out on that stage and I have 35 minutes to connect with the crowd. That's 8 songs, and 6 of them are originals and 2 of them are covers, and it's so cool to just see that happen before my eyes, and see that I'm winning people like that one at a time, one crowd at a time. People are falling in love with the music that I make, and that's a humbling thing for me. And it's all because of music, and that's a universal language that we all speak. I'm really proud to be one of the people that gets to make it.
Thank you so much. It's Barrett Baber here closing up. We got 3 days left here.
Yeah,
man,
3 days,
it's crazy.
baby.
It's crazy.
Vegas.
I tell all book. Ruben J here, live from the Joint here at the Hard Rock. Make sure you go to iTunes and purchase "Kiss Me Hello" because his kids needs diapers apparently, and food and stuff. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.